Hey, have you been wondering what apps that aren't for navigation you should be putting on your phone before hitting the trail? Well, in this video, we'll go over 5 different apps commonly recommended by the hiking and backpacking community, and I'll go over some pros and cons of each. Hey, Escape here. Here at Escape in the office, I bring you along on my adventures, and we go over gear, tips, and tricks. All things to make your escape from your office more enjoyable. While having map apps is awesome, there are other apps out there that can help you in many different ways. They can help educate you, they can help you learn your surroundings, they can show you what's overhead. Don't miss out on these apps because you're going to want to know what they do for you. Now, a few of these apps do require a certain step, and that is to calibrate your phone. It is just a simple rotation method. Usually it shows you what to do, but you're going to want to do it. Let's get into the list. All right, so the first app I will recommend is Peak Finder. It's one I used out on the AT. It's available on both Apple and Android. Now, the cool thing about this app is you can just hold your phone up in front of you and just pan around, and what you'll see is actually everything you're looking at in front of you when you're up on a vista. So one thing you're going to want to do before you go out anywhere with this app is download the area you're going to. It isn't automatic. You do need to download the area. But the cool thing is that you can check out other areas from where you're at currently, so you can look 20 miles ahead of you. And there is a worldwide database, so you don't have to worry about it only being confined to certain countries. But also, while you're looking ahead, you can actually see the sunrise and sunset times, just in case you want to be up on a peak and catch the sunrise or sunset. However, one of the downsides to this is that it's actually black and white. There are other apps that are similar to this that are full 3D and in color. But for the black and white, I kind of don't mind it because it actually means it eats up less space on your phone. All right, so let's get into the second app. Now, the second app is one that is kind of dear to my heart because of what it does for us. So those that have watched me know that I am into astronomy, and the app I am recommending here is SkyMap. SkyMap is available both for Apple and Android, and SkyMap shows you what you are looking at in the night sky. So you could see what that bright white star is. Oh, wait a minute, it's actually the planet Jupiter. Or you see something kind of fuzzy off in the horizon near Cassiopeia. That's actually the double cluster. So it gives you a bunch of cool things to look at. And one cool thing is there's actually a few things you can find with the naked eye that are shown in that app. So down in the description, I am giving you a small list of things you can find with the naked eye. So go ahead and take SkyMap out there and try to find them. Now, a few tips before using this app is you're gonna wanna at least make sure that you wait 30 minutes after dark with no white lights at all. You need to let your eyes adjust. Go into the app before it gets dark and set it to red mode. What this will do is at least make sure that your eyes are as fully adjusted to the dark as possible, and you'll be able to see way more than you would if you just turned off your white headlamp and looked up. Now, I do want to give you a little bit of a challenge with the naked eye thing. Go ahead and take a look with the naked eye, but then again, go ahead and take some binoculars with you too. You can take a great look through all of these things by using your app, finding it, and then looking through the binoculars, which is a fun thing to do. Keep in mind that our eyes actually kind of suck at night, so anything you see in pictures is not what you're gonna see. In fact, right now on screen, this is probably the closest representation of what I could come up with that Andromeda, or the closest galaxy to us, looks like to the human eye. Meanwhile, here's the picture that I recently have taken. Other than that, there are really no cons to SkyMap when it comes to its performance. For a beginner that doesn't know much about the night sky, this is actually quite perfect. All right, so getting into number 3 is SAS Survival Guide. Now, this app is available for both Apple and Android, and what it is it's actually the app version of a book by the same author. Now, what this app is actually just a collection of survival tips. It goes over fire building, shelter building, extreme weather survival. It goes over knots. It goes over animal tracks and navigation. It is just loaded down with tips you'll want to know if you're out there as a bushwhacker, or if you're going to an area that might be a little bit extreme. It can tell you the measures that you need to take, especially with the first aid section. Now, the downside to this app is that the UI is just a little bit clunky for my tastes. Backing out of a chapter to go to a different chapter is actually a little bit of a pain on Android, at least. I haven't tried it on Apple, but it could use a little bit of touching up just to make it easier to navigate around the app. But hey, if you're getting value out of this, let me know down in the description, which educational app do you prefer when you go out on your hikes? All right, so for number 4, we have Seek. This app is pretty nifty because what it does for you is you take a picture of a plant or an animal and it tells you what it is. So this app is available for both Apple and Android, and one cool little thing that they do is they give you monthly challenges to go out and complete. So it's go out and find these certain plants or these certain animals just to get you out hiking and experiencing nature. Now, the best part about this one is it is free, so you don't have to pay for it. However, one downside to it is the updates that come out. There are frequently problems that happen, but the upside to the downside is that they actually fix them pretty quickly, so it's not too bad. So the last one here is Knots 3D. And if you are the person that wants to learn how to tie proper knots instead of the what is that knot, this app might be for you. So this one is available for both Android and Apple, and one great thing about this app is that it fully 3D animates how to properly tie the knot. So while it gives you the animation, it actually also gives you the common uses for each knot. And there are 140 of them at the time of this recording, so you can go out there with pretty much anything you might need out on the trail. Now the great thing is that when you download this app, every single animation for every single knot is included with the download. Over time, as they add more knots or somebody figures out a new way to tie some string together or some rope together, this might become a large file, but for now it's actually not too bad. Now the one thing about it is that it is $5. But honestly, I couldn't find anything bad with this app because really all it does is teach you how to tie knots. So definitely give this one a check out, especially if you want to learn some good ways to tie great knots for your bear hangs. All right, so if you plan on using these apps, you're gonna have to minimize how fast your battery is draining. So if you go ahead and check out this video here, I go over a few tips for you to keep your battery running longer. If you found this video helpful, please do like, comment, subscribe, and then hit that notification bell so that way YouTube does tell you when I upload the next video. Thank you for watching, escape the office, and get outside.